Well, Falcha, I guess Falcha all of the College from the Gaelic. Welcome to the Gaelic College. And we have a small but mighty crowd here tonight at College from the Gaelic. And want to welcome everybody here. I know we do have a couple of folks that are from I can't think they would say in Gaelic, Canada, Ulcach, Upper Canada, I think, Ontario. So I want to welcome you here. And of course, some of those that are local as well. Well, I guess all of you that are local as well. I want to welcome you here tonight again. And so I'm Rodney McDaniel. I'm the president of College from the Gaelic here. And we've been around here since 1938. And we also have a satellite site about an hour from here where we have university students that will be there tonight taking classes during the day. But we have a lot of groups that come in here at the college. And so for instance, this weekend, we had a group of students from different universities last weekend here on site in St. Anne's. And this weekend, I believe it is I should know this offhand, I'm drawing a blank. It is Scrapbookers? Scrapbookers, exactly. And so there will be a beehive activity here this weekend on the craft side. Our mandate here is around the Gaelic language, the music, the dance, and of course the craft as well. So there'll be a beehive activity. The rooms will be filled here. For those watching online, if you ever want to rent here at the college, our doors are open to do so. We probably have about 120 beds here on this site at College from the Gaelic. We have 3 different buildings and an assortment of different rooms, from queen beds to double beds to single beds. And the same as our other site, and we have meeting rooms and such as well. So, that's not why we're here to talk tonight. We are here for the music, and we'll get right to the music. We have some great music lined up here tonight. And we're going to kick things off with Mr. Aidan MacNeil, no stranger to the college, a former student here. As well, Aidan was a duty piper here for a number of years, as was his brother Cameron. He works construction now as an electrician, is that correct? Yeah, an electrician. And we're happy to have him here for some great tunes here tonight. And then I'll introduce the boys after that, both Kevin and Neil. Welcome, Aidan.
I don't think you'll need it, Mike. I think I'll be all right. Yeah, you want to sit the top? Where are you going to sit? Yeah, okay. Put this away. Be careful with this now. This back. Okay.
wasn't that good? Huh? Aidan MacNeil. Good stuff, Aidan. Good stuff. A couple of tunes you were playing there, Aidan, and it reminded me of, I was thinking of home, and I was thinking of the march you played with Stan Huey McCacken, Trip to Mabu Ridge that you played, and I used to go over back about 1990 when he was in Antigonish, go over and visit him and play tunes for him. He was in the long-term care facility there. And a great composer, one of the great composers of Cape Breton Island, Dan Huey McCacken. And then you played Emery McGuinness's jig, composed by Don Angus Beaton, my grandfather, as well, in your first selection. But great tunes, and we'll look forward to hearing you back and a little bit later in the evening. Just a side note just before I keep on. Little reminder for those that are online, we certainly appreciate the donations we've received in the last few weeks. It makes a big difference to keep our Ceilidhs going. I encourage you to do the same tonight if you don't mind. Ryan will make sure that the information's up online, and you can certainly reach out to the college at any time, either to myself as president or Jennifer Daisley. And if you ever want to sponsor a Ceilidh or anything like that, we'd be more than happy to welcome that. And you could do it in memory of someone, or perhaps for a celebration and such. Okay, we're going to move right on, and we're going to have a duo that plays a lot together in the summertime, especially at places like the Glenore Distillery, amongst other places. Kevin LeVesconte and Neil McDaniel. And we're going to welcome to the stage both Kevin, yeah, come on up, gents. And Kevin originally, is it River Bourgeois?
St. Peter's.
St. Peter's, oh, I better not make that mistake. I'll get in trouble in Richmond County tonight. So St. Peter's originally, and then out on Hunters Road now, and in Inverness County, and also, of course, Neil McDaniel. And Neil was here a few weeks ago with us. Great to have you back, Neil, from the Marguerites. And both gentlemen in high demand and doing lots of playing. I mentioned last time we were here that you have a CD. What's the name of your CD again?
Painting on the Wall.
Painting on the Wall. So watch for that one. Do you have any CD? You have a CD?
I have an online album.
An online album?
Yeah.
Okay, what's the name of that?
Piano fiddling.
Piano Fiddling. Yeah, by Kevin LeVesconte. Okay, so kevinleveconte.com, piano fiddling, and you'll see why he named it that here tonight. And as well, if you ever need a piano tuned or fixed up, or a fiddle fixed up, we have some great guys up the road here, of course, that are tremendous violin makers and fixer-uppers, if you will. But there's another one right here as well, and Kevin. So he wouldn't certainly go wrong if you need one of your old upright tuned up or fixed up, or your fiddle fixed. And in fact, this is one of your own fiddles. Is that right?
Yeah, that's number 3.
This is fiddle number 3 that he made, so he's playing tonight. I'll hand the mic over to you folks.
Didn't unplug in Can you make sure that's plugged in there? Yeah. Okay, I'll give that another try. Yep, thank you.
Everything okay over there? Hickey Gordon, you are my darling. Sit you down upon my knee. Tell to me the very reason why am I slighted so by thee. I'm so in love, I can deny it. My heart's lies smothered in my breast, not for you to let the world know it. A troubled mind can get no rest.
Hey, great to be here. Delighted to be amongst some good music up here on stage and some friends around here, sharing some of our repertoire with you folks out here and out there. And I start off with a lovely Irish song, Peggy Gordon, and learned that song from the Clancy brothers. Big influence on mine growing up. And that being said, I watched a recent documentary of these guys kind of going through their humble beginnings in Tipperary, County Tipperary, Ireland, and when they made it big in Greenwich Village in New York. And this is them 30 years later. They kind of came back and they talked about all the influences they've met, from Bob Dylan to Joan Baez and whatnot. And during this sort of documentary, the song written by Steve Goodman, City of New Orleans, was playing in the cab and they're singing along with it. So that's a good segue into what we're next going to do right here. I figured if the Clancy brothers can do it, so can I. We'll give that a go for you folks. Riding on the City of New Orleans, Illinois Central, Monday morning rail. 15 cars and 15 restless riders, flicking the dust down to 25 stacks of mail. All along the southbound Odyssey, the train was out of Kentucky, rows of long passes, farms and fields. In passing trains that have no names, but freight yards of old black men, graveyards of rusted automobiles. Good morning, America, how are you? See now, don't you know me? I'm an Aidan son on a train called the City of New Orleans. I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done. I'm dealing cards with the old man in the club car, and penny and point, but ain't no one keeping score. In past the paper bag, the post, the bottle, feel the wheels just a-rumbling beneath the floor. In the sons of Pullman Porter, in the sons of engineers, by their father's magic carved and made of steel. In a mother with her baby sleep, she's a-rocking to the gentle beat, and the rhythm of the rails is all they feel. Good morning, America, how are you? See now, don't you know me? I'm your native son. On a train called the City of New Orleans, I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done. Now it's nighttime on the City of New Orleans, in changing cars from Memphis, Tennessee. In half of there will be there by morning, through the Mississippi darkness rolling down to the sea. In all the towns and the people seem to fade into a dream, in the stillness who ain't heard the news. Conductor sings the song again. Passengers, please refrain. Trains got the disappearing railroad blues. Oh, good morning, America, how are you? See now, don't you know me? I'm your native son. On a train called Ceilidh.
city of New Orleans. I'll be gone 500 miles when the deed is done. I'll be gone 500 miles when the deed is done. Thanks so much.
point in the evening, I say that Kevin's a great player, but also he made this fiddle, but Rod, we took care of that.
Sorry about that.
And then I proceed and say, at the end of the night, we're going to give away the fiddle to some lucky person.
Oh,
So, but is that still on the table, or is that tomorrow's game?
This one, can't sell this one.
So this is number 3?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. And you've been at this for a while,
yeah,
the fiddle? How many years ago?
making or playing?
Making it?
Well, I guess it started with 15
Maybe you
years
could
ago.
grab that mic, Kevin.
Yeah, 15 years ago. Yeah, I set out studying all the journals I could find and from a scientific approach for how violins are made. And it took me about 10 years of study before I made one. And this is number 3.
And your engineering background too, there was about your studying about acoustics, the acoustics residence.
Yeah, I was a finite element analysis engineer guy, 3D CAD modeling. So I modeled a violin in the computer and see how it vibrated. And I adjusted my design from there, and this is what came out.
You gotta get them working on guitars though, right?
Do you mind if I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Not to, I'll grab that piece.
Yes.
So,
So Kevin, I'm kind of jumping around here. It's not normally the way we do Arcades, but because we have a smaller crowd here tonight, we're able to take a moment. I wonder if you, like, your type of fiddling is definitely unique in the island, and like your style. I really enjoy it, and because it's different, and it's a quality, like really good quality, different too. But I just wonder if you could tell us your influences, just because some of the folks that are online or here tonight might be wondering, because there's different tunes and there's different, a lot of differences for sure.
Yeah, well, both my parents played music in the evenings when we were growing up, so I learned mostly from them. There'd be friends of the family would come in and have tunes in the evening.
is there someone in particular that would come in, or is there?
I listened to a lot of Jerry Holland and Winston Fitzgerald
Yeah.
when I was growing up yet. And my first instrument is the piano, so I listened to a lot of Dougie McPhee, John Morris Rankin, and I just kind of morphed it into my own thing, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very good. We'll do one more song and then we'll get.
Sure.
Hey, yeah,
Yeah.
that's great.
Let's see. I was born one morning, rain came drizzling down. Heard my mama say to my papa, "Come, John Henry Brown, walk on away. Walk on down the road, ain't nobody in the soul. Why, girl, you gonna help you carry your load." Well, I left my mama and my papa just about the age of 10. They got me this job, I was working on a levee, water for the hard-working man. I walk on, boy, walk on down the road, ain't
if anyone should ever ask you just who's that fella Brown, you tell them I'm aboard at the summer smoking, beating that steam drill down. Walk on, boy, walk on down the road. Ain't no money in the soul, but we're gonna help you carry more ticks home. Thanks so much. So we're gonna bring Aidan back up.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds great.
Great stuff, guys.
Well, again, thanks to both Neil and Kevin for the great music and great tunes, and it's great to hear a little bit more about some of the influences as well, and both piano players as well. And so Aidan's going to come back up for a tune. Aidan's pipes that he's playing. These are actually a set of pipes that are owned by the Gaelic College, and I think there's 4 or 5 sets out there, and they're in the key of A, and they were made by Hamish Moore over in Scotland, and he gifted them at one point and to the college, and a very special gift, and it's created the opportunity for some of our pipers, and they move around every so many years. And Aidan has been playing them now since a couple of years, I guess, or something like that. Since
Last year or something.
last year, and his brother Cameron as well. And so it's great because you can play with regular piano or with the fiddle as well on the key of A. So, anything you want to say? You're kind of a quiet guy. All right, good enough. And make sure, now I know that we only have a small crew here tonight, but Barb has drinks and such down there if you just want to have a drink of anything, or tea or coffee or whatever it might be. I do want to mention, so next week we're going to take a little break next week. The staff have been pretty busy the last this year so far with the Katie, so we are going to take a break next week. So just for the locals that they're aware as well. And I don't imagine you'll be coming from Ontario next week to pop in for the Katie, but we're happy to have you here tonight. And for sure. So we'll take a little break, okay? And we'll take a break online as well for those online. But we will be back the week after next on the 26th. And the 26th, we have some folks up from the mainland that are going to be with us that night. There's a whole crew of them, actually. So Natalie DeCoste on the fiddle, Curtis Bryden on the Highland pipes and small pipes. We're going to have Barry McKenzie on vocals. Junior Fraser on the guitar, and Leona Williams on piano. So there's a whole bunch of musicians coming in 2 weeks' time, and I encourage those that might be in the local area certainly come out and enjoy a Ceilidh and have a nice, great time for fellowship and a great time to enjoy a Ceilidh. And of course, a Ceilidh in Gaelic means a gathering or a visit, and in that regard, and it's a great opportunity to do that. So, Natalie DeCoste, fiddle, Curtis Bryden, Highland pipes and small pipes, Barry McKenzie vocals, Junior Fraser guitar, and Leona Williams on piano, 2 weeks' time, November 26th. And then we have a couple of more Ceilidhs after that. The last one will be on December 10th. That'll be our Christmas Ceilidh. And then, of course, a little break at Christmas time. And then in January, you'll be watching shows that were recorded from September. Okay, from our September Ceilidh series. Okay, so Aidan's going to be joined by Kevin on the keys.